I want to ask you, 30 years from now, did you drive us back into the closet or did you revel in our older age? You know, it was so bloody hard coming out in 1978. I don't intend to go hide anymore.
30 years' time, I'll be the first TG Prime Minister for Fiji, and we would be the first country in the Pacific Island to legalize gay marriage.
I hope that in 30 years, we will not be having specific conferences like this where we still have marginalized communities, minority communities. So embrace your sexuality and your identity. It's who you are.
If you have a genuine interest of the human right for whatever community you work in, the main factor is that the community is what matters the most. And for me, I think that should be what drives your passion. That's what drives you to get out of bed every day.
In 2011, I've got lots and lots of people to be really thankful for, that I can be as out and as confident in my school as I can be, and in my world and my life as I can be. And know your history and know the hard slog that was done for you on your behalf so that you can be as out and proud in who you want to be.
I will be happy 30 years down the line if not only in India but across the globe, the entire transgender community after 30 years says that yes, we are not discriminated anymore. We exercise all rights and transgender people are living a dignified life.
We respect LGBTI, but we also ask that we are respected in terms of our cultural identity, cultural references, and what is applicable in our context back home. It's necessary because we identify with it, our governments identify with it, and for our national and our global awareness of human rights activism, for our governments to participate and actually take part, they have to be informed in our context.
I really hope that as a community we've got it together, that you, in 30 years' time, are living in a community where schools are safe for same-sex attracted young people, where homophobia is a thing of the past.
We don't need to label ourselves anymore because we recognise each other without the labels. And maybe we are quite okay about being unique in some situations and being downright common and dull and monotonous in other contexts.
I'm hoping that when we're long gone, that there'll be about 10,000 lesbians all saying, wow.
Yeah, I would feel the same way as well, that there'll be more voices, women, lesbian, invisible voices coming to meetings like this and sharing your stories, because I think it's important for people to know, and it's also building networks.
I would like for them to know their identity as they would know their heart, because in that you would know your place in your family, in your government, in your island, and in the world.
I came out well over 30 odd years ago. Back then it was in hiding. We would get raped, we'd get beaten, and you'd have to pass as a straight person wherever you went or get married. I'm hoping in 30 years' time that my grandchildren, if any of them are gay or transgender or transitioning, that they can turn around and say, thanks, Nan. At least you were brave enough to say that it was okay, and at least you were brave enough to say that I'm okay for who I am and that you accepted me.
My goal is to not only have GBLT people to be that person next to you in the bus that you sit next to without having to care or know, but also to be those people that hold those upper echelons of power and hold those positions of power and can be a great influence in society as well.
No matter what improvements have been made between now and then in terms of our rights and our acceptance in public and stuff, for them not to forget to keep fighting, not to get complacent and not to think, hey, we've got it as good as we're going to get it and hey, it's awesome. You do still have to make sure that that keeps up and don't let things slide.
Life is a joyful journey, and that joyful journey always has and will have obstacles. What is important is the spirit to not be defeated by obstacles and to continue struggling. The opportunities that struggles provide to live a fulfilling life should not be missed, and we should tackle our obstacles head on and fight and survive.